Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 14. Huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Next week on Coronation Street, Abby gets caught on camera as she takes part in a dodgy deal to help Paul. Elsewhere, Adi shares a surprising kiss with Nina, while Damon finally makes progress when it comes to winning back Sarah. Here's a full collection of 14 big moments coming up. As Paul tries to put his assisted dying plan in place, he asks Todd to help him end his life when the time comes. Todd refuses to help and Paul realizes that it was too much to ask of him. Explaining his reasoning, Paul says that he fears becoming a hostage inside his own body as his MND symptoms continue to get worse. Todd takes Paul to the doctor's surgery. His concern grows when Paul makes out that he's in great pain and needs morphine. Todd struggles to hide his relief when Dr. Gaddis refuses to prescribe it. Later, Abby empathizes with Paul when she overhears that he couldn't get a prescription. Paul takes note of this and invites Abby to the flat, where he asks her to score him some drugs. Abby is thoughtful when Kevin heaps praise on her for forgiving Cassie following the drama surrounding the damaged car. Abby lies to Kevin by claiming to have been called out on a breakdown, but she may have already sparked suspicion from Cassie. Abby secretly meets with Dean and buys some benzos, unaware that someone is secretly photographing them. Evelyn tries to find evidence online which could prove that Terry has been running a puppy farm. She ends up spotting a potential clue when she sees Terry leaving the pound shop with a big tray of puppy food. Evelyn tries to follow Terry, but he notices this and threatens her with violence. Cassie, Evelyn and Roy team up and manage to get their hands on Terry's address. Cassie decides to break into Terry's home and finds crates of puppies inside, as well as a bag of cash. Cassie grabs the cash and tries to free the puppies, but Terry arrives back while she's in the middle of her rescue mission. Later, Craig announces that Terry has been seriously assaulted by an unknown culprit. Evelyn is the prime suspect after being spotted arguing with him outside his house, but Cassie looks guilty as she watches her mom being hauled away in Craig's police car. Evelyn is relieved when she's ruled out as a suspect for Terry's assault. However, Cassie worries when Craig confirms that the police are still looking for the real attacker, who also stole a large amount of cash from Terry's flat. Hope catches Cassie with the cash at number 9. Cassie resorts to desperate measures by offering her a cut of the money if she keeps quiet about her discovery. Damon gives Ed an envelope of cash, telling him to use the money to buy supplies for the bar renovation. The gangster is unaware of Ed's gambling problems and the temptation he'll face over the money. Later, Dee Dee quietly warns Damon about Ed's gambling addiction and urges him not to put her dad under any unnecessary stress. As Damon remembers the envelope of money, he fears that he may have already made a big mistake. Hen Bobby questions Adi about whether Amy is dating anyone. Adi lies that she is off the market. Amy overhears this and angrily confronts Adi for overstepping the mark. Things aren't looking much better for Asha's love life, as she learns that someone has reported Isla to the university for having an inappropriate interest in her. Although she doesn't have evidence to back it up, Asha accuses Nina of being the person in question. Later, Adi and Nina cross paths at Victoria Gardens and compare notes over their respective rows with Amy and Asha. Their friendship unexpectedly turns to more as they share a kiss. After their intimate moment, Adi and Nina find a chance to speak privately and they agree never to mention the kiss again. Adi tries to focus on a birthday lunch that Dev has arranged for him and Asha. When Asha unwraps a beautiful bracelet from Adi, she questions the extravagant gift and notices a guilty look from her twin brother. Before long, Adi is pushed to explain himself and the truth comes out about the kiss. As the repercussions from the kiss confession play out, Asha lets herself into Adi's flat and finds him sleeping on the sofa. She throws the bracelet at him and insists that she never wants to see him again. As Asha storms off, she fails to notice that Adi is unconscious with a broken carbon monoxide alarm on the side. Will Adi be found in time? Paul and Billy discuss Todd's obvious crush on Moses and decide that it's time to play matchmaker between them. Paul, Billy, and Summer invite Todd over for dinner, before asking Moses to join them too. Will there be a romantic spark between Todd and Moses? Damon receives further calls from Harvey, who still wants him to carry out a criminal job. He reaches breaking point and threatens to kill Harvey, but is sheepish when he realizes that a disappointed Sarah has overheard. Later in the week, Sarah wonders if she has judged Damon too harshly when Ed bigs him up as a changed man who's working hard to turn his life around. Damon is delighted when Sarah invites him out for a drink, but his happiness turns to anger when he discovers that his car has been mysteriously crushed. Gemma and Chesney are visited by social worker Caitlin for an update on their case. With Gemma's access to the kids still restricted, Caitlin promises that things are moving in the right direction, but more time is needed before the situation is resolved. Bobby sparks problems while working at the factory as he distracts the machinists. Carla is forced to cut short a call with an important client in order to deal with Bobby.